Some say compromised antenna, I say improvised antenna. Good afternoon and welcome to another episode of Punk Rock Ham Radio. I'm your host, the Punk Rock Ham Radio guy, KM60WY, where punk rock and ham radio collide. All right, I'm out here at a new park, US 4220, Pipework Pond Nature Preserve or something. Going on a little hike, and I'm gonna try out a random wire antenna, a 17.5-foot random wire antenna, and some QRP on the ICOM 705, so we'll see how this goes. There's a few ways I can set up this antenna, and what I lose in efficiency, I gain in the versatility of just being able to change bands by pressing a couple buttons on my antenna tuner. I think I'm gonna try 15 meters today for Parks on the Air single sideband. I got my FT8 machine with me too, if I need to use that. And let's see how this goes. And if none of that works, I have the same 17-meter dipole that I used last week. Being the adventurer that I am, I always like to try something new. Every time I'm out activating Parks on the Air, aside from getting the park activated, which is awesome, I also want to try something new with ham radio, with antennas, bands, modes, you name it. So I'll take you along for the journey, and let's get this park on the air. This is KM6TWI for Punk Rock Ham Radio. I think there's a pond over here. Got plenty of trees, nature's antenna masts. I have my own mast, a bunch of paracord. Oh, let's find a spot to set up and get on the air. Found this little trail. I have no idea where this goes, but let's find out. Actually, this spot looks perfect. The pond's over there, and it has some nice shade to work with here. Okay, so I explored a little bit more. That last spot I think is about as good as a spot that I'm gonna find without going on a 10-mile hike, trying to explore everything. I think this trail goes all the way around this pond, which would be cool. But I'm actually have a goal to activate 2 parks today. I'm up here by Elkhart, Indiana, north of Elkhart, on the Indiana-Michigan border. Just doing my thing, man. Setting up for some Parks on the Air. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you never miss a single episode of Punk Rock Ham Radio. So this is what I'm gonna do. Got this throw weight attached to some paracord, and we're gonna try to get this through those branches over there. Strike one. Strike two. May even be a good idea to coil this up. Yes! Aha! I got it. Woohoo! Took what? 3 tries, 3 or 4? That wasn't bad. Okay, cool. So here's what I got so far. There's my throw weight, right on target. I was aiming, I don't know if you can see for that branch right there. I'm gonna use this as a little makeshift pulley to hoist a wire up into the air. Let's get set up and propagate some cool punk rock ham radio waves. This is KM6TWI for Punk Rock Ham Radio. Okay, this is what I'm working with here. I'm all tuned up on 15 meters. I'm just running it the 4-to-1 like almost right out of the radio and the tuner. I think that might be a little too close to the ground, but it's not touching the ground. And that goes up into the tree over there, and I got a counterpoise wire going that way. So hopefully this works, but there's only one way to find out. US 4220 QRP, all 10 of my watts. Okay, and I'm spotted. CQ Parks on the air, CQ Parks on the air. This is Kilo Mike 6 Tango Whiskey India calling CQ, 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 CQ 15 meters for Parks on the air, listening. Nothing yet.
Tango Whiskey India calling CQ, CQ, CQ for Parks on the air, standing by.
Not getting anything. Oh look, there's the Angeles National Forest. 21291.
Air, Kilo November 6, Sierra Tango X-ray calling CQ Parks on the air, CQ Parks on the air.
Kilo November 6,
CQ Parks on the air, CQ Parks on the air. Kilo November 6, Sierra Tango X-ray calling CQ Parks on the air, CQ Parks on the air.
Kilo Mike 6 Tango Whiskey India Park to Park.
The Park to Park station, go ahead with your call sign again.
Roger, this is Kilo Mike 6 Tango Whiskey India for Park to Park from US 4220, roger.
That was Kilo Mike 6.
Roger, Kilo Mike 6 Tango Whiskey India. Tango Whiskey India.
Kilo Mike 6 Tango Whiskey India. QSL?
QSL, I got you about a 5 and 5 into Park US 4220.
Was that US 4220 QSL?
That is a QSL.
Roger, I've got you about a 5-1, Alan, QSL.
Roger, the 5-1, thanks for Angeles National Forest.
Roger. Hey, thanks for the contact. I'm up at 4020, the abandoned Nike missile base, QSL.
QSL, have a great time out there in California. I miss the Angeles National Forest. I'm out here in Indiana. Waving hello. Thanks for picking me up.
Roger, Alan. Have a great weekend. 73.
73. I think I'm going to switch to 20 meters. Yeah, let's do that. No, not you. Kilo Mike 6, Tango Whiskey India, test. Cool, got a match. Just pressed a couple buttons and I'm on a different band. I also think it's just not up high enough. I could try, there's a branch right there, I could try running it up there, but then I gotta run coax, and the coax that I have is one of those super thin BNC coaxes, and it's 30 feet long, so that would be really lofty to go 5 feet. Well, I've been out here for a while calling CQ POTA on 15 meters and 20 meters. So far I've gotten one contact in California in Angeles National Forest, my old stomping ground, so that was really cool. He gave me a 4x4, so I know I'm getting out, but I think I'm gonna try something else. I am gonna get this wire up higher in the air. I think I can get some paracord up around one of these branches, and maybe we'll run it horizontally and see if that helps. But what I like about QRP is it's more challenging. Trying to do a lot with little, it's all 10 of my watts. The key to QRP, from what I understand, is you need a good antenna, and a compromised non-resonant antenna would not be my first choice. But am I having fun playing radio? Yes, so let's keep doing that and see what happens next. Okay, I'm all set up with the new antenna configuration. I am tuned to 20 meters, picking up lots of signals. This guy's working like a champ, as usual. If anybody knows of a case for this tuna, AT100M Pro, whether it's a toothbrush case or whatever case that would fit this, if you have figured that out, let me know about it in the comments. I'd really appreciate it. But this is the antenna that we're working with now. There's the feed point right there, tied off into that tree. It's sort of a sloping horizontal thing tied off into that tree over there, much higher up. It's worth trying before I switched it. FT8. FT8. I like FT8. I am enjoying the challenge of QRP single sideband though. Tell you what, this is KM6TWI for Punk Rock Ham Radio. Well, we're making contacts. Finally. But I'm having a great time. I'm getting QRM. Somebody's right up against the side of me, so I gotta find a new frequency. I'm on 20 meters. Tried 15 and 20, and I can press a couple of buttons and get 20, 17, 15, 12, and 10, theoretically. The bands, it's like an ocean. It comes up in waves, it goes up, it goes down. There's somebody there, there's somebody not there. Surfing cool ham radio waves. All right, well, no luck on 20 meters. I have 3 contacts. I've been out here for several hours being challenged by the challenges of QRP 10 watts single sideband. I'm gonna switch to 17 meters by pressing a couple of buttons. So join me. Reset. Kilo Mike 6, Tango Whiskey India, test, test, test. Yeah, we got a match. Okay, cool. Single sideband, all 10 of my watts, and just like that, we have switched bands. An end-fed half wave would probably be a better choice for a multi-band QRP antenna. Band scope and the waterfall is completely dead, so I think calling CQ POTA on 17 meters is futile, so let's go ahead and switch to 15 meters by pressing a couple of buttons. Kilo Mike 6, Tango Whiskey India, test, test, test. Cool. And I'm on 15 meters now. This is also a bust because the band scope is dead, and I keep respotting myself, so I'm just making it harder for people to find me. Let's try switching to 12 meters. Even for nothing else, just to demonstrate how I can switch bands, but I still don't think this is what I want to do for QRP. Go ahead and make the switch. 12 meters looks dead too. Did the band just die? Oh, what is going on? Kilo Mike 6, Tango Whiskey India, test. Yep, okay, cool. But the band's also, it looks dead. I can barely see any FT8 signals. That's not good. Okay, 10 meters. I don't think this is gonna work either. Oh, look. WWV also looks totally dead. Let's just tune it. Kilo Mike 6, Tango Whiskey India, test. Yeah, okay, we got a match. That's cool. I don't hear anything. Well, I can tune all the bands, but I can't. If I can't hear anything, no one's gonna hear me, and I'm running out of time. To FT8 or to not FT8? That is the question. Again. And switch back to 20 meters. This is the only band that I can hear signals on, and I can hear another park activator, Alpha Charlie 3, Alpha Victor, in Park US 1855, so I'm gonna try to get him. Usually if I can hear the other station calling, it's a good sign that there's a propagation path open and I might be able to make this contact.
Alpha Charlie 3, Alpha Victor.
Kilo Mike 6, Tango Whiskey India, park to park.
Okay, Alpha Delta 8, Foxtrot Delta.
Either he can't hear me or there's stations transmitting that are more powerful than I am. Kilo Mike 6, Tango Whiskey India, park to park.
Okay, close to that. Whiskey 0, Tango, Tango. The kilowatt Mike 6 there.
Oh, should have kilowatt Mike 6.
Kilowatt Mike 6. Mike Echo Foxtrot.
Mike, that's another Californian. This KM6 call sign. It wasn't me. Got excited there for a second.
Thanks very much for California. So very rare.
I'm not in California.
Okay, coast to coast. You enjoy, be safe. 7-3.
That's cool. Coast to coast.
Okay, the Oscar Victor station.
I can hear the activator, but I can't hear the pileup. This guy is getting busy, working tons of stations. As you can see, I have a laptop on my lap, and I have switched to FT8. And the UTC day changed too. It is now the next day. I only got 3 contacts on single sideband in a span of about 4 hours. QRP is challenging me, but I welcome that challenge. At this point, I just need to get the park activated. I said I was going to do another park too. I think that's going to be another FT8 at this point, probably just from the car, but this has been a lot of fun, man. Is it a compromised antenna or an improvised antenna? It's a compromised antenna that was improvised, but it's working. Oh look, I'm getting another one. Just get this park activated. I'm gonna get 10 contacts, and I'll see you guys at the next park. This is KM6 TWI for Punk Rock Ham Radio. I'm back at my car now, and as you can see, night is upon us. It is 9:30 p.m. here in Indiana, and the sun hasn't gone down yet. Well, it's mostly gone down, but one thing I like about Indiana is that we're on the western edge of the Eastern time zone. So in summertime, it stays light until 10 o'clock. Let's go get this done, and I will see you at the next park. It's almost 10 o'clock. Area closes at dusk. I'm not sure if that means that area down the trail there or the parking lot area. I'm gonna assume that that means the trail over there. I had some plans. I was going to go on another hike and do QRP at a location over there, but one thing I learned today is that QRP is not like a let's go on a POTA road and activate all these parks in the same day. QRP takes patience. I'm gonna get busy on FT8 and get this done. This is KM6 TWI for Punk Rock Ham Radio. Thank you for watching, and 7-3.